Yo, this is Blaxx, and this is my OMG interview. Boy, life is good, you know. I'm not the type of individual to fly in God's face. He has given me strength, health. He has blessed me with a talent, with good kids, good family. So life is beautiful right now, and the simple things are my blessings. So I'm a simple dude. I don't need a big fancy car or a big fancy house. The simple things for me is better. I'm a simple dude. Yeah, to be honest, I'm very comfortable at this period of my life. One of the things that I've been most comfortable is that, I have two young men in my life, my sons. I haven't had no problems. So much of my friends could tell me about I have to go to court because of the son, and the son not this. I have good kids. I'm happy to see, my kids growing into young men, fine young men. My daughter growing beautiful, and the music is doing well. So I'm at a comfortable stage in my life right now, which is true. No big plan. We have some surprise, that I can't really release yet, but working on an album, 12-song album, and just keeping working, just keeping making proper contribution. One of the things that have me bothered is how my country going, how Trinidad going. And, it's sad to know that my sons and grandson can enjoy the time that I enjoy as a young man growing up in Trinidad. So I just want to send out this to everybody, every artist, every policeman, every doctor, in whatever way, every lawyer, every minister, in whatever way we could try to fix the country or to make it a little better. Please let's make that effort. Because I definitely will make my effort in music, My contribution to my country and to my people is in music. I don't have no worst time. All my time is best time. I'm not a young guy. I'm not 20. I'm not 30. I'm not a young guy, and God has, as I said before, has blessed me with strength and health. And to every show, every moment, every time being around the kids is my best time. I don't really have much worse time. Yeah, I am of the belief that if, for me to feel sad, I have to actually make myself sad. In order for me to cry, I have to make me cry. In order for me to feel sad, I have to make me feel sad. In order for me to feel happy, I have to make me feel happy. And that is something I pride on, making myself and the people around me happy. Ah, beautiful, man. I grew up in the south of the country, Point, Saparia, Pinal, that was my area. San Fernando. I grew up, as I just said before, it's sad to know that my son and my grandsons wouldn't enjoy the time I had as a youth man in Trinidad. The place, have changed so much.
I feel that freedom.
Yeah, that going from village to play basketball. That jumping the fence and getting some pomerac, some Julie mango, going in the bush, search for mango. You can't go in the bush again as a youth man. In this time you can't go, So it's sad, but as a youth man, my mother died and she did have me in music because I used to box. Boxing, amateur boxing was my thing, and basketball, and just name the sport. And when I get licks in boxing, mommy say, look here, what? It's the end of your boxing career. And she can't force me into the music. And now that she's dead and gone, thank you, mommy, for forcing me into this music. Oh no, I grew up with one beautiful lady that was my mom and was my dad in one. My dad was a musician, I born into music. Mom was a singer, dad was a musician. And when they both separated, I was about 6 years, so, and from that, was mommy alone. And she did a good job, I say. She did a good job, great job. Well, it's a good question. My legacy is when I passed on and I go on out of this world, I would like my music to even live longer than I live on this earth. I would like the world to get to know my kids. So when I'm gone, they'll say, that's Blax's son, that's Blax's daughter. The music, definitely, the type of music I work on now, the type of music I put, I want it to last as long as possible. So if I leave this earth at the age of 75, my music must last for 175 years. So that is why I'm very serious in the type of music I put out. You know, I really don't go too much on the whine and the bend and the cock up and the middle and the down and the up. You know, I always try to sing music that could inspire, make proper contribution. You know, so that's the legacy I want to leave, you know. Also, I would like to sit on my couch when I am 70, if God spare my life, and see the young ones that I've, you know, involved myself with. A lot of young ones, Destra, Ola, Voice, Ufon, that, you know, I've done song with and assist and help and guide, and Aston Isaac and these guys. I would love to sit on my couch when I'm 70 and say, yes, I have made my contribution to the art form of Trinidad and Tobago. Just God, nothing. No man, no animal, no bad man, no nothing could fear me. Only man I fear of is God, the Creator. I've been doing this all my life. From since age 13, I've been singing. I've been singing in band from since age 17. I sing in Succession Brass, O.C. Blackman and Upstream, Byron Lee and the Dragonets, Atlantic, Blue Ventures, Roy K. And still people are not aware that I'm a singer. I'm not just a soca artist, I'm an entertainer. So I sing everything at a very high level also. I have good vocals. I was schooled into good vocals, you know, thank God for people like Rash T.I. and Abby Blackman and O.C. Blackman and Haley Blackman. The Blackman family that you know, Statusy Nyla, and you know, I was there before. I was there in the day of Rash T.I., Nyla and them didn't born yet, and Abby and O.C. and Haley who guide me along. You know, Robert Nickham from Succession Brass, Bobby Kwan from Blue Ventures, you know, Mr. Roy Cape, Juiceman and all the guys. They guide me along my career, you know, which I'm thankful for. But the surprise is that people don't know that I could really, really sing anything. Well, not again. Now that I'm in this era of music, I inspire myself. But in the days of coming up, you know, I used to watch guys like Black Stallion, Shadow. I'd love Baron voice and the type of music, David Michael Rodder, Tambu, most of the Bacchanal men, back in the days like David, Bahia Gill and Tambu and Black Stallion, you know, and Black Stallion, man. David Michael Rodder, you know, these guys and them really sit down and watch and learn a lot from these guys. You're always learning. You never really stop learning, you know what I mean? Just this weekend, you learn different things. I learned to shop different when I'm outside America. And I've been going to America for the past 17 years. And I now learn how to shop different, where to go, how to go. So you're always learning. But I think one of the biggest achievements I've had in my life is having kids. One of the biggest investments I have ever, and best investment I've ever had in my life. It was hard at the beginning, but now that you see them grown and grown into what you really want them to be, you know, what you guide them to. And that is one of the greatest investments I've made in my life. Learning, I've been learning. I just learn from the young ones also. You know, I will stand on outside and watch the young ones perform, the voice, the Ricardo Drew, the Irfan, the Aston Isaac, and still learn a couple of things. So you never stop learning. I'm the type of individual never stop learning. I'm always open and susceptible to learning. I think by having 5 kids teach me, from the first one teach me onwards to the other. Some people wait until the kids are 14, 12 to really get down and get them into how they want them. I start from early. I have a daughter that is now going on to 18. That long time when I walk in her as a baby, I used to be whispering in her ears, you have to go to university, you know. You could program your children from small. Don't wait until they reach 14, 15. Start from small as a baby. Because what most parents don't understand. As I was seeing, a friend of mine's, and he have his little niece about 3 years, and the type of music he playing, you know, it will distort that child system. Because children between that age of 2 to 9, that is where they are sponge. They picks up everything. So when you whisper something every morning when you're walking in your daughter's ears, you have to go to university. You have to go to university. No. She's telling me, I hope you have my, she want to go to the New York School of Arts. So now she tell me, Dad, I hope you have my money put on, and I program that. My son, who is sitting right here, every night, before we go to bed, he lives with me. We sit and chat and talk. Sometimes he doubt what I tell him, but after a period of time, he'll come back and say, old man, you're a obia man, you know. You know what I mean? Having that relationship, young men need responsibility. You don't close them out. You don't, I will do this and I will do that. You give him that responsibility. Let him go to the bank and do the business. So he will see that you trust him. And you know, if he make mistakes, you come back and show him it and go back again to the. I go my kids different. You know, I could have called license office and get a brethren and say, hey, my son come and hook him up. I could go to the passport office and go upstairs because the name is Blaxx and know somebody and you line up and you go through the process so you would learn. You understand? You go and you line up in license office and you get your license for yourself. So you would learn. Don't look, my sons don't, most of the girls don't even know I'm their dad. Because the whole school, then they don't have to say, Blaxx is my father, or the friends, Blaxx is my father. They operate, sometimes people buy my son, and when they hear my voice, wait now, Blaxx is your father? So you could program your children. Some people say, you make your children, but they can't make their mind. But yes, you could form that mind, especially from an early age. You know, you have a puppy, and he get in trouble, you start to give him a little marty on the nose. When he get bigger, he know if he do that, there's a marty on the nose, and that's a hurtful part for the dog. You know, so you school your children, you train your children, you sit, you talk to them. My daughter, you know, I will tell her, I don't like your appearance. You don't have a mirror at home, I don't like your appearance. And I will sit down and tell her, this is what I want from you. This is how I want you to look. And if there's problems, give me a list. And when I go to New York, I bring back the things that you feel will make you feel better about yourself. So it's a lot of talking, a lot of, you know, sometimes a little clout and a thump here, you know, but it's a lot of talking and sitting down and getting into the mind and making them your friend, making them your partner, you know what I mean, for that moment so they could be susceptible to what you say. You know what I mean? I just program my children from young. So some people have different, you know, ways about doing things. But now we need more fathers. We need more fathers, not daddy. We need more fathers. We have too much men. A lot of men that's vexed me for that. But I know of one man that have 7 different children with 4 girls and, you know, he don't mind none. You know, some people believe that you gotta have cash, you know, to really take care of your children. No, just that presence of you being there is very, very important. You know, that last $40, they come and pick them up and carry them for ice cream. That is very, very important. So just being there and being a part of the whole thing. You know, my sons make mistakes, but I was there. to let them know, yo, this is not how it does go. And as long as I is your father, it is not going so. My children grew up knowing that it is not a democracy. It's a dictatorship. I call the shots. When I reach 18, 19, 20, now it turns into a democracy. I call the shots. So when I say do this, do this. Well, it be dire circumstances. No abuse. But you know, you have to know. You have to know what your kid like. You have to know what he don't like. I went to New York and I was shopping and I watched some sneakers and said, my son ain't taking that at all. And so said, so done. He not taking it because I know him. I know him. He know me. He know what I like. That's how I grew up with my mom. I know what my mom like. So I used to get up on a Sunday morning, grate the coconut, you know about that. Cut up the dashing bush, you know, cut up the okra, put the pigtail, the skull, clean the crab, and I set up the whole kitchen. And I go on by 6:30 to play basketball. So when she come out, she don't have much work to do. And that's how she schooled me. And so I school all my kids. Every time I'm in a conversation, I talk about my mom because she's one of the greatest women ever walk the face of this earth. I put her against Oprah Winfrey, Margaret Thatcher, just name the top woman. My mother is there. She has schooled us. She has teach us how to. That's why I have so much respect for women. You wouldn't catch me, you know, the bending down, the winding down, because my mother she taught us how to be respectable to women, how to treat women. My mother was alive and I sing certain songs she called. What you singing? You don't know you have a sister, you have a mother, you have daughters, and she will be on my case. So I used to make sure, you know, I get breaking into that habit because I had to make sure my music clean for my mother and my sister and my girl children. So, you know, it's a process. You know, and I welcome that process. Personally, if I had a little more money, I'd have about 4 more kids. I love kids and I know how to deal with kids. You know, so it's just a process, you know what I mean? Look, my daughter, she want to go to university. And I've been telling her that from since. You know, so it's a process. Well, it's a new venture, really. But as you know, Papi resigned and he's doing his things with the foundation for youths, and you know, so it's a whole new concept of what we're going about. Last year was the grace period. This year we decided to take it to the next level. So it's now Blaxx and the All Stars. Same band, but different management. You know, we more focus on myself and the band traveling. We want to take different directions, look at Europe, look at, you know, different, instead of the normal St. Vincent, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, every year, New York, DC, New Jersey, every year. We want to look at different markets. And we have a very good management team that is spearheaded by Mr. Ian Pantin. He is the manager of the All Stars. And I have my personal manager that has been working for me, that is Kevin. You met him the other day. That's, you know, and together with Juice. So we have a junior manager and a senior manager. One takes care of corporate and one handle more the groundwork. You know, and we working, and it's a work in progress. And I really want my band to tag along with me. I have lent my support and love to 90% of the artists. Now it's time for me to focus on me, on my establishment, my band, Blaxx and the All Stars. And that is definitely what we're doing. As it comes up, you know, we have a CD launch coming. We have a lot of things coming that I don't want to really disclose yet. But as it comes up, I will keep you informed and let you know exactly what's going on with Blaxx and the All Stars. Just look out for new music, very frequent, very, very, very quickly. Yeah, plenty, but I want to find... I had doubts this year, and this was a serious OMG moment. I had doubts when my team had doubts, or certain members of my team had doubts that Hulk wouldn't have been as big as it is now. You know, I had some little doubts because, I mean, these are team members, not 3 years or 2 years. These are people that have been working for me for 12, 14 years. I'm not a young guy. And I say, Now, I rather pass out. You got a next song called Pass Out? I rather pass out than all. And, you know, and I had my little doubts thinking, boy, I wonder if I made the right choice. But then I come to realize a couple things. This era of soca music, for me, as I see it, it don't have to be right, is the conscious era. It's an era where people are looking for positive music because there's so much going on in the world. And just forget the world. There's so much going on in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean that sometimes people need something to relate to. And Hulk was that tune. Also, I realized that there's a circle of artists. Put everybody in one circle. Then I divide the circle down in two. And on this half of the circle, we have split in the middle, bend down, cock it up, fling it back. Girl, give me it. Girl, push it up. Girl, burn it over. And on this side of the circle, there is iron voice. So there's a lot of room on this side of the circle to maneuver. There's a lot of space. If I go to sing the bend down, and the wind up, and the cock down, and the slip down, and the whatsoever down, which I find is totally derogative to Caribbean women. Well, then we could change that, because Caribbean women on the whole are disrespecting themselves. You go on Instagram, it hurts. I have 3 girl children, to see young, beautiful black women just displaying the body all over. And that is the hype of the thing. But I am not on hype. As I tell you, I want my music to last as long as possible. So I am on substance. So there is this half of the circle with girl, 1 wine, fast wine, 10 wine, come down, bend down, slip down, split in the middle, oh, bash nobody, everybody have their own part. Because I think I was on that part earlier. I Want a Girl and whatsoever songs that still, still bubbling. But there comes a time in a man's life where you have to focus, where your beard getting gray, and you have to start to think different. And when I watch the thing, that side have all the bend down, all the cock over. And this side have a couple of people, which iron voice stand out. So I'm gonna remain on this side because there's enough room for me to maneuver. And I always believe that I owe my listening audience a responsibility. I have a responsibility to my listening audience. And that responsibility is to give them good music, clean music. That is just my opinion. I'm not bashing nobody. But my responsibility is to give them clean music, good music, and current things that are happening in the world today to remind people. And please put God in it somehow. Everybody's singing about girl. Girl, I want you. Girl, bend over. Girl, no. Everybody praising the woman now. Nobody ain't praising God in the music. So that is an avenue for me. There's a whole space, wide open space for me to do what I want on this side. And I'm going to remain on this side because, as I said before, I owe my listening audience something proper. I have a responsibility to my listening audience. Yeah, plenty things, man. I wish artists could now focus and contribute and make proper contribution to our country, man. Our country is in a state. We need to make a contribution somehow, in our music. Let's not only sing about wind down and bend over and cock up and girl. Let's not only do that. Let's find topics that the average man could relate to. Everybody could relate to the wind down and the cock up when they drink the rum. You understand? And the bacchanal start. And the man tell me carnival is about that, but I have a whole different perception. We wouldn't go into that, but we don't have much time. But I believe that we can make proper contribution. People need to hear good music. Long time, mom used to get up and put on a Jim Reeves. Now you could get up and put on a Voice. Yeah? You could get up and put on a Blaxx. You understand? On a Sunday morning, and you get good, conscious soca music. So, my country going down the drain, and we as artists can just sit down and collect the money, you understand, and wait for Carnival to come and all the feds to come to collect the money. We have to make a contribution somehow to bring back the country. We can't bring it back all at once, but you know, we could try. Let's make a contribution. We can't say that if it didn't work, we didn't try. Nobody ain't trying. You know, let's try be more on the positive side. You know, let's send positive message through music to young people. You understand? So that's just my total take on it.
Whisper in the ears.
Whisper in the ears when there's baby, I want you to go UE. I want to go university. I need you to be a scholar. And trust me, it will work. And I will keep, you know, I will keep making proper contributions, giving advice in music, you know, giving upliftment and spiritual upliftment in music. That is just me. You know, I learn a lot from Mr. Roy Cape too. That, you know, guide me in that section, you know, make sure that your music lasts. Music is like an insurance. When you die and your music is strong, your son and your son's sons still collect royalty from off your music. So make sure that your music lasts. Well, first of all, I want to thank God. And after we move down the ladder and thank OMG magazine for giving me this opportunity. Thank the OMG audience across the world, everybody that log on to the magazine and log on some more. You know, thank to the producer of the magazines, thank to everybody, thanks for a beautiful day. My handles are DS Blaxx. Anything you want, Vivo, Vavo, YouTube, WhatsApp, anything is DS Blaxx. You know, just look out for new music. And thank you, Father, for all of us being alive. Let's try and make our country better through the assistance of music. Please. Thank you.